Hello everyone, this is Crimson Blade speaking to you. Not really live, but basically I'm commentating over what I did to create this map part. Of course, I'm doing this from a perspective of a viewer or participant, so I wouldn't have the original file. Now there are two options you can do this to get your sketch ready. So the first option is to just go into the YouTube video, go to your part, and just take screenshots of it. But there's a better way, in my opinion at least. If you have an editing software, you can go to copy the link and go to YouTube to mp3.com and basically transform it into an mp4. This way you can you'll be able to edit your map part later more easily because you can basically replace the frames. Now I sped up the previous part because the download took some time. The download would take like 3 minutes at most, but that's quite a lot of minutes if you're making a video. Anyways, what I'm doing right now is that I'm cutting out my part from the rest of the map, and the way I'm doing this is like very surgical, so I'm using the arrow keys of my keyboard. iMovie isn't the greatest software, so you might have other stuff like maybe Photoshop, what was that? Yeah, I can't remember, Adobe Premiere, yeah, and you can basically do it better, but like it's the same, you just need to cut and stuff. Now you can just take screenshots and move it a bit. I made a mistake here where I only took 4 screenshots, and actually there's 8 frames, but I think I didn't give it enough time. And you don't have to move your mouse, you can also press spacebar. So be careful with how many frames you have in your part. Yeah, I skipped like 2 or 3 frames there. I think it was probably 3 or something. Anyways, now I'm opening my preferred drawing program, which is Medibang. I'll be dragging the frames into here, which are like from my desktop because that's where my screenshots go. And you can see here that it's not exactly 1920 pixels by 1080 pixels, but this is okay. I know because you can have a larger canvas size, and so you have more options later when you're editing. You can also send them to your iPad or iPhone, if you want to use Procreate. Anyways, yeah, I'm actually scrapping that idea. Now you can go back to the video, go to the document, right, and then you can easily find my Tumblr posts for the references. So I'm just taking one reference because I know the things quite well. I just need it for the color picking and also checking out. But you might need more references. In that case, you can just download more stuff. What I do is I right click and save to downloads. It's very easy to do. The quality I'm not sure about the quality, but it works because the reference window is quite small anyways. Now I'm going to open the reference window on Medibang. I don't usually use the reference window, that's why I don't have it out, but in this case you should really have a reference window. It's okay if you don't have it there, but at least one of the pictures should be on your canvas somewhere. There's quite a lot of empty space for this map, so you can feel free to put it anywhere you want. Okay, so I'll be separating this process video into 2 parts because I realized that it's taking too long. This video is already over 10 minutes, and I only got to 2 frames for this one, and I want to show you guys 2 different techniques as to how you can do the map. So the first technique, which is what I'm doing in this video, is to basically just draw over my sketch or draw over my storyboard / animatic and whatever style you want. Here I'm testing a lot of different styles. Honestly, it's just 2 or 3 styles, but the first one I did was basically the style I used for the reference. The second one's more anime-ish. The third one I decided to go with a bit more, I don't know what style you can call this, but it's more interesting anyways. Of course, I went a bit overboard with the eyelashes because why not? This is a PMV map. There's basically no consequences for what you're gonna do. And yeah, you can add a bit of flair onto your drawings. I think I sped this up by 20 times because yeah, it was getting a bit too long. Anyways, remember to like follow the thing properly. So you can see that I'm having all the important design details, like the weird circle thing, the spikes, and also the shoulder connection thing. I don't know what this is called. I'm gonna cut this out later. I finished the first frame and now I'm going to do frame 2, which is a bit harder. It'll take a bit more time because you want to make sure that everything's consistent. So I basically copied over that frame. I colored it blue for it to be easier for me to tell, and sketching this out while looking at both the sketch and the previous frame. So this might take a bit longer. You just want to make sure that your drawings are kept consistent. Later on, I would actually forget to add a detail, but I would like fix it very quickly. So anyways, what I'm doing is to just like follow the same amount of frames, and I'm just drawing very easily. Like I'm not going to be animating or editing this in any way whatsoever, other than the crop. When I'm like the first little bit of crop, because I thought that it was a bit too much space. I wanted the character to be a bit larger. Oh yeah, and I actually didn't give a mouth color, so yeah, you just pick whatever color works best, or you can just follow me. And this art style, I think the nose is only like visible from the side. I don't know what I'm trying to go for, but it has an interesting result at the very least. Oh, I remember to like try to keep the same amount of lines, like especially for the hair because that's more noticeable. So yeah, I can see me referencing like everything, and I should have made the head a bit more like, I don't know, round and not that slanted because it looks a bit weird. But I think it's okay if you look at it from like a short amount of time. If you want to keep stuff consistent, you can use multiple layers for your line art right now because it's okay. And I looked up a reference of the castle because I needed to, like, these are they're in the palace currently, and also Harumi blew up the palace, so like it needs to be better. It just needs to be okay, you know. The background will come in later, but I was just like looking it up like currently. I decided not to use pure black. I also decided to skip the lipstick because the style just looks weird that way. And I decided to go with this really dramatic lighting, like, you know, that rim lighting, because it makes sense that way. The light will be coming from outside of the wall, which they were facing, if you remember. Anyways, now it's like I decided to use like another set of shadows for the hair. You can see like the inside shadow and this part. This part I got a bit confused as to how to add the shadow, but eventually I figured it out and it looks okay. It's actually not a 50% multiply, like 250% multiply. I color picked from the Harumi thing. I think I did something weird, I'm not sure. Anyways, yeah, this is me like making the castle background, and I think I copy pasted it into the second frame. The good things about PMVs is that the backgrounds you don't have to worry that much about. And yeah, I forgot like some details. You can see that like you will forget some stuff, so you need to make sure that you don't like make anything, you don't merge your layers immediately when you're done. because I merged my layers later, and yeah, I forgot the makeup thing. So it sucks when you have to like draw over stuff again. There's a trick with the multiply layer. Other than using the eraser brush, you can also use a brush that's just colored white. This way there will be like, it will add nothing basically, but it will help you control the amount of shading there is. And this is me, I'm trying to like make sure it stays consistent and everything. Trying to make sure that her eye isn't like too bright, because like it's supposed to be very dark, this place, and she's also turned away from the light now, so I shouldn't have been giving her that much lighting, but I don't know, it looks cool. Yeah, I added a bit more right there. And yeah, this is me trying to color. I'm trying to take shortcuts because it was taking a bit long, and I can't really use my computer for a long amount of time. Anyways, now that you're done, you can save your thing as PNG, and actually first you should just cut. You should cut your frames up, and yeah, there we go, there we have it. And now I've like cropped it a bit, and yeah, that's all.